Hi, Mr. Balakrishna. Pleasure speaking with you. We were just discussing last week itself that we've seen a significant downtick in terms of coffee prices, both Arabica as well as Robusta. Of course, the downtick is not, as intensive as compared to how coffee prices have increased in the past 1 year. But just want to get your sense as to what's happening with respect to where prices are concerned. What's the development there, and then how are you seeing the demand pick up?
Yeah, good afternoon. Thanks. There is a slight change in the coffee prices. If you see the couple of weeks, I think if you can able to see that Robusta and Arabica both, there is a pressure on the prices, especially because the output of the coffee has increased in Brazil and Vietnam, and also there is a small slight drop in the coffee prices, but that is not going to have any sort of any impact. In fact, this will help us, especially the value added product like a soluble coffee and all. So where we can able to reduce the prices and bag more orders, and the consumption is as growing. So it is always an advantage for us, because it has increased a phenomenal. Actually, it has gone up by 130% if you see the compared to the last 2 years. So it is slightly settled because of the output is more, and I think it should be settled in a region of around 3,600 to 3,500 or 800 levels only. It will be there.
Right, sir. Sir, Soumit Sarkar also joining into the conversation. As I can see, in the last 1 year, that is from Q4 FY24 to Q4 FY25, your capacity utilization has nearly doubled, and you're running at 100% capacity utilization right now. So firstly, what led to this big surge in the capacity utilization, and do you have any capital expenditure plans going forward?
You see, there is a demand for the coffee. As I said, that globally the coffee industry is doing extremely good, and soluble coffee consumption is increasingly growing 6 to 7%, and typically the freeze-dried coffee consumption is going more. So we were doing any 50%, 60% of installed capacity. Now we have achieved 100% capacity utilization, and also we have in a plans of already we have informed to the exchange and all that we are expanded, already enhanced the capacity by another 2,000 tons. Now it has come to 6,500 metric tons. So there is a demand is there, and we are now moving according to the pace.
Right, and so any capital expenditure plans?
We have a plans. Actually, we have a plans to actually, to be frank, actually, so we are trying to expand the capacities further, because there is a demand and we are getting a good response from the markets, and the orders are on hand. So confirmed orders are there, and so we want to go for the additional capacity.
Right, so any amount that you have finalized that you will be using for this capital expenditure? Nothing so far. And any fundraising plans that the company has to fund this capital expenditure that you will be doing?
Company is internally discussing, so we are yet to take a decision on that. So we will revert on that one very soon.
Right, sir.
Okay. Mr. Balakrishna, just want to get a sense right now in terms of your revenue mix, around 86% is exports. Do you think that will change in the near given future, or will that remain the same, or do you think that exports percentage will go up? And then overall, what's your reading on margins expansion then from a longer term perspective?
Yes, I just brief you. The 86% may remain 86 or 90%, because ours is an export oriented unit. Obviously, we are bound to export the entire product too, and of course we can sell it in a domestic market up to 50%. But typically if you see the Indian market also, soluble coffee consumption is growing. Now there is a demand in Indian market too. So slowly we want to sell in Indian market also, either through our own brands or with the private labels or from the institutional sales. So therefore the focus will be more on exports only. So we'll try to be, because we have an orders on hand for exports, and that is the reason actually we recently announced the capacity by another 2,000 metric tons, which has come to 6,500, and going into full capacity utilization. The current year will be morely focused on the exports market only.
Do you think your cost of export?
Sorry.
Just want to understand, has your cost of export gone up right now because of the entire Iran-Israel conflict?
Not really, because Iran-Israel conflict is not going to have any sort of this thing. But the only thing is that there is a slight delays in a transit and all, because of the logistics has become a slightly an issue, because we also import a lot of coffee, because we import coffee and then we process and do the value addition and again re-export. So Indian coffee and as well as the imported coffee, both we use it. So because of the logistics, maybe there is a delay by another 10 to 15 days. That's it. That is the only thing. With regards to the price and all, will remain same, and we are quite comfort and quite happy with the present scenario of the coffee prices, what levels it is there, and this is an this will give a moral support to the soluble coffee industry to increase the sales volumes.